Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Hello there, guys, and welcome to Daily Updates. I really just want to take the moment to reflect on Floyd being removed as the SG of the MK party. And unlike many other redeployments, this one is the most confusing because as much as we could really see that it is going to that route, one really did not expect that it is going to happen so fast. But unfortunately, the trip to the so-called Prophet Bushiri has costed Floyd his seat and the trust of the MK party leadership. And I looked at the body language of Floyd, the end part when he was really thanking Jacob Zuma for the opportunity, and I could see a broken man, a man who was hurt by the decision of power being taken away from him. And I don't really want to speculate. I want you guys to watch for yourself.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Many are probably rejoicing about the decision of Jacob Zuma and the rest of the team, but really, this is not a time where people should be celebrating. It is very sad for Floyd because his future in politics is really in trouble. If he does not really do well where he's been deployed to, which is Parliament, then he's going to be in trouble. And you look at the fact that he's going where the EFF is. That is going to be a hostile situation for him, and I don't think even a bit when he decided to leave the EFF to MK party, he thought about the situation of one day being at the bottom instead of the top. I mean, the fact that this guy is no longer an SG, there's never going to be an opportunity for him to be the deputy president. There is never going to be an opportunity for him to be a president because nobody in the MK party has the trust in Floyd. They don't trust him. Many don't like him. Many don't believe in him. It is really a sad moment, and I don't really want to dwell much into this story without listening to Floyd's speech where he was really thanking the MK party leadership for the position that was given. So I think it is proper to really listen to him, come back and give an analysis of the current situation that Floyd finds himself in. Let us watch the video of Floyd.
No, thank you very much, national spokesperson and the national officials, the president. I want to take this opportunity to thank the president, President Jacob Zuma, and the leadership of Mkhonto Wesizwe and the membership for having assigned me a very important role to become a national organizer and then Secretary General. I want to confirm that the national officials have taken a decision which I fully accept as a disciplined member of Mkhonto Wesizwe. We've been redeployed to the National Assembly and will continue to play the role of advancing the agenda and program of Mkhonto Wesizwe. It has been an invaluable roles that we have played and a humbling experience that we have been assigned by the president. I want to thank him for leading the program of unification of all the progressive forces in South Africa. That is the agenda that we're going to continue to pursue. I think that will clarify the issues that pertains to this. And I, on behalf of myself and everyone else who is involved, we want to regret that the decision in terms of the visit to Malawi was not consistent with the constitution of Mkhonto Wesizwe, as is reflected in the statement. And we fully accept the new responsibility. Will continue to play a role and build the organization towards the 2026 local government elections and towards the 2/3 majority victory in the 2029 general elections. Thank you very much, Comrade President. We really appreciate the role that you have given us and the redeployment, the confidence that you continue to show even when we falter in terms of some of the issues that we deal with at personal level. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
So as you listened, Floyd is really focusing on the Progressive Caucus and also speaking about the 2026 elections. I really need to go back when a lot of people had this mindset, this narrative of saying that, well, Floyd going to the MK party is not really about betraying the EFF or any of that. It's about a calculated move where Floyd is going to establish the MK party, and once he's done, he's going back to the EFF. I wish that was true, because if really that was true, that would have been the biggest move that we've ever seen in politics. But the events that we've seen, Julius Malema speaking, Floyd moves, going to Bushiri, the statements, the Try Me Boys t-shirts, Duduzile Zuma, the FU Floyd, when you look at that, it doesn't really reflect a situation where we can say this was a scripted thing. There was no script in this. What happened is that Floyd saw an opportunity, took that opportunity, and it backfired. You cannot really tell me that being given a position of the SG and not even a year after that, you get removed. Less than a year, you get removed and they take you back to Parliament. A hostile situation there in Parliament, the EFF. Do you think Floyd going to Parliament and there's the EFF on the other side, Julius Malema on the other side, do you think that is going to be a very comfortable environment? I don't think it is going to be, because they are going to make it very hostile for Floyd. Floyd might end up wanting to leave politics altogether because he's going to become the laughing stock. And the most unfortunate part is that Floyd has the brains. Much like Mbuyiseni, who politics really could not afford losing him, Floyd has the brains and he can really take politics of South Africa to another level. But brains alone are not important. You need to be street smart, and Floyd is lacking that. How can you make such moves? How do you go and visit Bushiri of all people and still come back and defend it? But let me pause a bit. I really need to look at this letter, which really the MK went out, even Floyd, to deny that there was any letter that was about dismissing him. But interestingly, let us look at it. So this letter was dated the 29th of May 2025, Office of the President. So really, I don't think Floyd knew about this, because it was supposed to just go internally and it ended up going on the streets. It says, appreciation letter. This letter serves to express my heartfelt appreciation for the outstanding and priceless revolutionary work you have done for the Umkhonto weSizwe Party. Owing to the need of using our limited and available human capital efficiently, I, Jacob Gedleyihlekisa Zuma, as the president of the Umkhonto weSizwe Party, have decided to relieve you from the position of the Secretary General of the party. You will remain an ordinary member of the MK Party until further deployment is recommended by myself. I wish you well in your future endeavors. Now, this is a letter that was written by the president, and they ended up going to the media denying anything about that letter being true. Now that you are redeploying the man, how true was that letter? And then again, the MK Party. Are you making right moves as a party? It is not a PSL team. It is not a transfer season where we can say, well, it's allowed. This is a political party that had a lot of voters, millions voting for them. And now they are going to the 2026 elections. You have no structure, MK Party. You have absolutely no structure. You are losing the confidence of the people. You can't even direct anything in line, and you have a message that was really leaked and you went to deny it, but still going to remove Floyd. Rightly so. I don't blame you for removing him. I blame you for really conducting yourself in a manner that is not professional. But again, let us listen to the president of the MK Party, who was giving words of appreciation for the work that Floyd has done as the SG of the MK Party. Please have a listen.
No. The only thing I wanted to say is to say thank you, gentlemen, for coming. We thought it was important to talk about what has happened in terms of what people were saying. After our SG had visited Malawi, there were quite a number of things that came. We received a lot of letters from, what do you call them? Civil society. Was it the civil society? I doubt. No. Huh? MJC, yes. MJC. They were complaining. There were quite a number of letters that came unhappy. They said a number of things. Because we were busy, this party, Mkhondwesi, was a very, very busy party. So we did not have time to leave what we were doing and jump to say what is happening. So we continued doing our work. They came, I think, almost 3 times worried about this. So we had to feel that if there are people in the country who feel not good about what has happened, without them knowing the details, it was important that we tell the country what has happened and why this, why do we take this decision? Because we have to respect the population, that we are very serious to tell them that they must vote for us, all of them. They must understand. And I'm sure as we sit here, if I look in your eyes, there will be very few who will not vote for Mkhondwesi. So I thought it was important that we should take into account, given the fact that, as you heard in our statement, that there are rules we have, and there were people who were then talking, and we thought we should then have this to alert the country and tell them, even those who have been saying, what is this? Others were talking about how those people or that person in particular in that country, what are the relations with people in the Middle East and everything. And we thought it was important just to clarify the issues, but also respect the people that we say we stand for, and therefore take the decisions that we took. And I think that is closely the matter. And there is no problem. We took the decision on our behalf for our good reasons, which we discussed in our meeting. I heard that other people were asking, what else did we discuss? I mean, it's confidential if we meet. Otherwise, we would always be meeting at a rank where everybody sees and hear what we say. We have taken that decision, and there is nothing wrong. We were just saying this is what's supposed to be. We also had to look at what that has done to our rules, etc. It's as simple as that. The only thing we're doing was to alert the country what we are saying on this one, to close that matter. It's as simple as that.
You can clearly hear that Zuma is really focusing more on the fact that it was about pressure. If it was not about pressure, maybe Floyd would have not been removed. But again, if really it was not about pressure, why does the MK party really, just a day after that, issue a statement? This is not about the pressure of anyone. This is an internal decision that the party really felt that this man is not good for the party. And if they feel like Floyd is not good, they are probably right, because Floyd is endangering the MK party. It is endangering itself as a party. So Floyd being there, it's becoming more of a toxic environment. He does not suit to be there. He was a good man for the EFF. I mean, things happened in the EFF. He left. But to leave the EFF and still be in the MK party and find yourself in such a situation, I would really recommend that Floyd steps down, takes Mbuyiseni with him, open a party. A lot of people might vote for it. But to be in the MK party in parliament, an ordinary member, that is a big insult to what Floyd has achieved as a young man in politics. It's showing. And really, we must expect that in coming months, Floyd might end up changing on that narrative he took about Jacob Zuma being the perfect one, because he realizes that he's not needed, whether he likes it or not. I mean, you look at the facial expression, the voice of the man, it looks like he can almost cry. And we really have to feel sorry for the individual. But for the politician, nobody is going to feel sorry for you. It is a chaotic environment to be in politics, but sadly, it looks like the future of Floyd in politics is coming to an end. The only thing that can really stop his demise is starting a new party, because in the MK, there is no future. And again, if you think MK party is going to perform better than they did in the local elections and in the national elections of 2029, you have to be dreaming, because the moves that they are doing will not really guarantee them growth. It is actually going to guarantee them a lot of doubt. But we watch on the sideline and really hope for the better, because MK party, you are becoming like Cope. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning into the channel. Please do support us by subscribing and also joining the membership, which is very, very cheap. Until next time. Cheers.